Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
You were born in British India at a time when most people didn't realize that perhaps independence was imminent. What sort of memories of childhood do you have of that period?
Not very many. I recall some of the riots at the time of the independence movement. My family house was across the street from Azad Maidan, which was the scene of many meetings and many lathi charges. And I remember watching them from our balcony. As a young kid, I sort of wanted India to win. And I remember as kids we used to, pour sugar in the petrol tanks or motorcycles that belonged to the British MPs whenever we could, and things of this nature.
So as a little kid, Ratan Tata was busy spoiling all the British cars he could find?
Not all the British cars, unfortunately, but several of them.
Now, your parents separated when you were just 7. At that age, was that a traumatic experience for you?
Yes, it was, but we had a close-knit family, and we overcame that. Both my brother and I had a hard time in school.
Because they teased you?
Because they teased us. Wasn't a common event in those days, and so we had to undergo that and became sensitized to it, in a manner of speaking.
You had to learn to develop a thick skin.
Or became very sensitive to that.
You became very close to your grandmother, Lady Tata. Would you say that, in a sense, she was the dominant influence as you were growing up?
I was always close to her. She was instrumental in my having her husband's name when I was born. And she was very much a person that I grew up with from as far as I can remember.
Did she spoil you? Was she indulgent?
She was indulgent, but she never spoilt one. She was very proper. She was very demanding. She had tremendous values and a tremendous sense of what was right or wrong. And she had enormous dignity, which she was very keen that everybody around her, including herself, maintain. So I grew up with those kinds of standards imposed on me. I don't think she spoiled.
She made you...
Other people may think she spoiled me.
Now, I know she was a grand lady in her own way, and she had this amazing Delage car that used to be sent to school to pick you up. But it made you cringe at times, didn't it?
Yeah, it didn't always come. It came from time to time, and yes, we did cringe. It was in a car where the driver sat in an open area. You sat in an enclosed area. It was high. It had huge wheels with tiny tires and spokes. And it was old-fashioned, even in those days. And whenever it came, I'd almost prefer not to be seen in it and would walk home.